Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Fields' throw there, complete to Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 9 yards that time. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. On 2nd and 12, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Williams. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 22. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Trubisky keeps it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. Off play action. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On first down, it's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 27 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. Touchdown Bears! Darnell Mooney from 17 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we've reached halftime here on... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights, and apparently... After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Fields on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here's Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They run it again with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. On third, here's an option play right. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stanley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Holding offense. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
On 2nd down now, it's Stanley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Calvin Ridley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To throw is Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Fields. He's got Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
All eyes on Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Back to throw. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Santos' kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from long, very long range. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Chicago, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm